A lot of people, you've been on a lot of dates. There's a lot of people that you can date around this time. You have a lot of love to give. The Queen of Swords and the Six of Wands, however, the people that you've went out on dates with, those people are not really up to par for whatever reason, right? So maybe they may not be your type, right? For whatever reason. More than likely, it's probably because they don't really have decency. And you Capricorns don't, a lot of you Capricorns don't necessarily like indecency. Remember, when the Capricorn has their heart in the correct place, their mind is in the correct place, the Capricorn zodiac sign is actually the purest zodiac sign out of the 12. Out of all the 12, Capricorn is purest when y'all have your heart and your mind in the correct place. So you probably didn't like them because these people, they really don't want a whole lot in life. They're very unambitious. They're not really striving for excellence like that. They may not necessarily be criminals, but you don't like the fact that they're not really striving to be about anything. They're in essence, they're bums. So the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Cups now is about how, so a lot of you Capricorns understand that when it comes to dating, it's a new world. And you're right, it is. It is definitely a new world, because on both sides, regardless of whatever it is that you're into, you have bums on both sides. A lot of unambitious people that expect other people to pretty much go out and get it for them. And it's not necessarily so much the money, that how much money a person makes, that makes them a more good or a more decent or a more upstanding person. It's the effort. It's the idea behind it. The idea of chasing excellence, because you want to contribute to society. And what you get back is also, yes, of course, the money, but also a sense of internal importance, right? But also the idea that you're contributing something valuable to society, to the world at large. And a lot of people don't really want that. A lot of people honestly want excess comfort. So a lot of you Capricorns was probably hanging out with some people that, again, they're not criminals. They're not going to run around and do something to somebody else as far as criminal is concerned. But these are people that are petty. They're not really about growing or expansion. So the Temperance now is about how, so you Capricorns have to be very wise, especially at around this time, because it's cuffing season now. So now what do I mean when I say cuffing season? People will be with you, right, and hang out with you and do all of that just because the weather is cold and they don't want to be around, they don't want to be alone, and they don't want to be around random strangers who they don't have access to, especially the colder the weather gets. Especially, we got a Halloween coming up. Then after Halloween, we got Thanksgiving. We have Christmas. We have New Year's coming up, right? We have Valentine's Day. And then after that hump, after that climax of Valentine's Day, literally the day afterwards, then we get, then cuffing season is pretty much a scrap from there after Valentine's Day. Literally the day after Valentine's Day is literally the ending of cuffing season. So the thing about it is that, you Capricorns have to be aware right now, because you're going out on a lot of dates, but not everybody that you meet is a gem, as you know yourself, because you're actually the one going out. So not everybody in essence is decent, upright. You have some people that will try to use you if you have any kind of money, right? Or use you if you look good, if your body is on point. So I mean, the Temperance now is about how, since that's the case, the Temperance represents you. So you need to be wise about that, because y'all Capricorns be getting your heart broken. And it's sad to see that a lot of people won't love y'all, especially since a lot of y'all try to do so much good for other people. I'm not even going to get into that. So look, so you have the Tower now and the Five of Cups. You know, around this time, you may feel like no one cares for you, right? And you just want to snuggle up with your teddy bear, or or if you have any kind of stuffed animal or whatever, you know, you around this time, you may want to get a little bit more cozy. But what I'm trying to say to you is don't give up. Don't start going into that idea that maybe this is not for you. There is most definitely somebody out there for you. It's just that you Capricorns just have to understand that what you've got going on is really special. And then a lot of people don't really have compassion to actually see how special a lot of you Capricorns are. So let's get into some of these clarifications. Excuse me. Let's get into some of this. Let's get into the, let's get into the Tower. I had the one drop. You have the Four of Swords, the Sun, the Two of Swords, the Justice. All right, so this is about you Capricorns, the Four of Swords, the Sun. Those people thinking that their light should outshine yours, but they're not actually taking the time the time and the patience for them to actually see that you Capricorns have a lot of love to give and that you bring a lot of value to yourself and to other people. So the Two of Swords represents, to clarify, the Tower represents they're blind to that. So the Justice is, you shouldn't even be worried about that too much. Because at the end of the day, you still have a lot going for you. And you Capricorns need to always remember that, right? That whenever it is that you meet somebody that is a jerk, is dysfunctional, they're unambitious, they're not really trying to go anywhere, you Capricorns always have to remember what it is that you're bringing to the table, right? The value that you bring.